Target has, justifiably, been on the receiving end of some horrific news as of late, but hey, when there's something good that ends up happening, you gotta give them their flowers as well. And take a look at that. The stock prices right there, they are in fact up. They're up on the day, which is fantastic. In after hours trading, or I don't know specifically when that is, at least right there, they're in the green. They're in the green for the day, so you know what? Hey, bravo. It looks like game recognizes game, and given the fact that it is today the official kickoff of Pride Month, they're going to go to their retailer of choice and pump that stock just a little bit. I mean, up 0.18, yeah, 18%. That's fantastic stuff, and it's, well, at least, you know what, hey, every little bit counts, given the fact that over a 5-day period, the big collapse kind of started a couple of days before that. Okay, right on the 23rd, everything started to go kaplooey, so they're down 9.33% over the past 5 days of trading. So, you know, hey, it's close. It's close, right? I mean, you take a look at that slope right there, and I don't know who's taken a worse fall recently, Target Corporation or the President of the United States. It's real tough, man. It's real tough out there. But like it says right here, and I think I pointed this out yesterday. I'm sure other people have as well. I just haven't seen anybody else's coverage when it comes to this stuff. I'm kind of insulated, and I don't want to be influenced by anybody else. But Target really is trying to speedrun the Bud Light strategy, and well, here's another box they can check off their list. Retail giant stock is downgraded. Remember when we were talking about this? Oh, it was just a couple of weeks ago at this point in time. By JPMorgan. I think the Bud Light one was by HSBC, right? But this one's JPMorgan. Ugh, after $14 billion. Oh, yo, so even since we talked about it, they've lost another $1 billion. But I thought the stock was, anyways. Yeah, in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, they can't even get their headlines straight. Jesus. Well, they actually can't even get an entire section in their company straight. So why would you expect, accuracy in your headlines? Anyways, retail giant Target suffered another financial setback after JPMorgan downgraded its stock as its market value plummeted by $14 billion in 2 weeks. So now it's eclipsed billions lost and calendar days. 12 days of trading, if I have it correct. $14 billion. Or at least if you have calendar days. That's what I was trying to say at the beginning. Now it's still on par. Hilarious. The embattled brands shares dropped for a ninth consecutive day Wednesday, falling by a further 2.14% as the company is in the midst of its longest stock losing streak in 23 years. Before the controversy, the company's market value had been $74 billion, with shares trading at $160.96 at the close of markets on May 17th. We can go see that high right there. Okay, we can go to the month. May 17th. Yep, there it was. Okay, can't quite get it. I guess it was, was that the highest? May 17th? Okay, I guess New York Stock Exchange is a little bit different than, as you can see, everything was going fine, and then all of a sudden, whee! Just like Biden falling off of his bicycle, going down a slow incline and then just languishing right there at the bottom. Sucks to suck, I guess. But yeah, as you can see right now, we still have one more day this week in order for it to continue to lose gains, because I don't see any way that they recover off of this. Maybe it's really not positive, at least in my opinion, but one slightly positive day doesn't quite make up for 2 consecutive weeks of ultimate failure. And despite efforts by the brand to backpedal on its disastrous campaign, continuous stock falls led JPMorgan to downgrade its stock from neutral to overweight. Yo, that's probably not good, right? On Thursday, citing too many concerns rising. We continue to believe that the consumer is broadly weakening, while the share of the wallet shift away from the goods, 51% of Target sales, is ongoing. Okay, wrote to JPMorgan analyst Christopher Horvers, okay, according to MarketWatch. Horvers also cited recent company controversies. You don't say, Chris, you don't say. As the recent Target has suffered devastating financial losses, which came after an impressive 12 consecutive positive quarters. They were doing so good, and then they had to start to groom the children. That's, there's no coming back from that. We've seen it time and time again. But, that's bad. That's bad right there. I guess bad's all relative, right? You know, they can still survive on a long enough time frame. It comes as the chain seeks to recover from a backlash against a product line, which some customers, and taking particular offense to its female swimwear range. Female swimwear range. Hilarious. Which came with an option to tuck male genitalia. Male genitalia. Female swimwear range. Okay, sure thing. Don't see any incongruent items in that statement? No? Okay. As customers rebelled against the move, the brand made adjustments to its Pride merchandising plans. It tried to hide it. Didn't get rid of it. Tried to hide it. Including removing displays. Oh no, we took down the merchandising. How great. Still don't want to mention those bomb threats, huh? Oh, that it's been at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior, yes, and those goddamn dirty Southerners. In some of its stores, CEO Brian Carnell said in a statement last week, some Southern stores were forced to move the merchandise. Oh no. Many of which were designed by Erik Carnell. We need a refresher course on this creep, don't we? Transgender man and self-proclaimed Satanist. Yes, who's designing children's clothing for Target, and they wonder why they caught this smoke. Interesting. To the back of the stores. Yes, to the back of the bus. Yes, tranny Satanist. I can't believe that that's an apt description of somebody. It was done to avoid a Bud Light situation. Well, did it avoid? Nope, but Bud Light situation? Very much so. To promote Bud Light's beer with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney, which... a little bit of a spoiler on that one. Might as well pull up the Instagram on that, but I'll just give you the background from something else that I seen. Okay, that's why I couldn't find it. So I went to where I originally seen this stuff. So I guess it's Dylan posted it as a story. You must get a cut rate when it comes to advertising with implied D. I think that's Dylan's street name, if it's just simply a story. But Dylan Mulvaney has stopped labeling any Instagram post featuring a brand as a paid partnership. Oh, interesting. Don't you normally have to do that? Because I know the standard operating practice when I used to watch gaming YouTubers, whenever they got a game for free and they were reviewing it or let's playing it or something like that, they had to blatantly put like ad or sponsored by whatever company is out there in order to be open and transparent. And didn't Kim Kardashian also get, fined by the SEC for pumping a crypto or an NFT or some shit like that? Because it wasn't being transparent that was in fact an ad. Interesting strategy that's right there. Oh, and it's even pointed out as well. Got ahead of myself. He is clearly being paid to post this Mugler advertisement. I don't know fashion. Okay, it's a thing. However, has failed to market as a paid partnership, which is a breach of Instagram's branded content policies and violates FTC advertising policies. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah, Mugler official. Mugler... I have no idea. Glasses purse. Fucking an atrocity, right? So yeah, that's about the only thing that we're kind of missing to tie everything back together with Bud Light and Target. Because here we have one of the many people at the center of the Target hailstorm. Erik Carnell. He's the other way around from Dylan. If you know, you know. And if you don't have to think about it because your life's in probably a better shape. Not knowing all of this nomenclature. Carnell, a British designer, of course, whose slogan includes, Satan loves pronouns. Yeah, seems about right. Included a collection featuring bags and similar paraphernalia, as well as a handful of other items, which were pulled by Target. Oh, shucks. Carnell said his designs, which were printed on pins, stickers, and t-shirts. Yeah, the pins were pretty disgusting. Go and peek, I think, the first video that we did on the subject, not entirely sure though, have been labeled satanic, but are not those being sold in Target as part of Pride Month. No, just the equally as depraved designs. Companies like Target that launch products and campaigns for Pride Month seek to profit from gay people, but fail to stand by them when challenges arise, Carnell said. Oh, great. It's a very dangerous precedent to set that if people just get riled up enough about products that you're selling, you can completely distance yourself from the gay community. When and if it's convenient. But it's funny. Just go ahead and flip that logic on its head. It's totally fine then to advertise with a token. As long as somebody's getting paid, it doesn't really much matter. Just as long as the positive stuff happens. You don't want any of the repercussions, though. Makes sense. If you're going to take a stance and you say that you care about the gay community, you need to stand by that regardless. No, that's how companies die on the vine. Case in point. In tandem, gay communities slammed the retailer, as did Governor Gavin Newsom. Yeah, I don't know why he needed to be redundant to point out that differentiation. He wrote on Twitter on May 24th, CEO of Target, Erik Carnell, selling out the gay community to extremists is a real profile in courage. And hey, do you like Huey Lewis in the News? This isn't just a couple of stores in the South. This is a systemic attack on the gay community happening across the country. Wake up, America. This doesn't stop here. Are you black? No. Are you Asian? No. Are you Jewish? Well, they're in business. Are you a woman? No, that's who they're advertising to. You're next. With a fucking streak? You know, you just asked if you're Jewish, and then you go with Goldberg's tagline? What the fuck? In repudiation, or retaliation, whatever, Representative MTG, grifter extraordinaire, and real fucked up home life, Marjorie Taylor Greene wrote, "No one is attacking the gay community, Gavin." No, and in fact, you got support on the opposite side of the aisle, in the Senate at least, with Ted Cruz and his absolute ass-lapping of gays in Africa. Ugh. Fucking politicians make me sick. There's only one that matters at this point in time. And I haven't heard him chime in when it comes to Target. Not sure if he even knows what that's all about, but he's got a target, all right? Right squarely on Ron DeSantis's appropriately round head. But that's another topic for another time, and I think we got Target completely covered, at least for the time being. Bud Light's up next because, of course it's up next, because their self-flagellation will never, ever end. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.